And tough starting field position here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of their defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. If you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And oh, it's blocked. And fortune is smiling on them, no doubt. That turns into a 2-point conversion, and they extend their lead. Unreal. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Kaufman, and his first first look is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the air on second down. Hoffman throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. For just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 3-19. Gone, Clipper, Detroit. Watching that party.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being...
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'll try to do better here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. Give him 6 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman, he's got it. This is Ware. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
And he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams. They understand what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. A swing pass caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. To throw on second down. Hoffman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They're both lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Back to Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
3-19. 3-19. Watching that, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Shifts by him at the 25. And juke this time. And look out. I think he's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that score will do it. He is now the most prolific touchdown rusher of all time.
When they always talk about a runner who has a nose for the end zone, this player exemplifies that statistic. And now it's been quantified. The all-time touchdown rushing record in the NFL.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Looking to throw. Hoffman. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Hoffman. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On now is the Titans punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the silver and black continue to roll.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the route is on here in this first half. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. Oh, he slipped right by him. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards.
Detroit! That boy's got four down. Now let's go. Green, 39. Detroit. Here we go. Green, 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Raiders are pouring it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw. Hoffman. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a 1st down.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
To throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Over! All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit. Punching now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the silver and black continue to roll. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did. Okay. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Back now here on EA Sports.
Check. What's the ad? All right, here we go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He'll field this at the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Look at the dance and the juke. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 98 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll. And with that carry, he has done it. He breaks the single-game rushing record.
How about doing it in the spotlight of our game? How wonderful is that to see all those yards accumulated, culminating in a brand new NFL record?
Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 30. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, Leopard.
Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
No, check, Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And the Titans getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders defense getting ready. They don't need to change much. They have played well. They've really outplayed this offense, haven't they?
And it's a lot of fun for a former defensive guy to see how they've managed to bounce around, make plays, and put their team in position to win a football game with great contribution from the defense.
They're just looking for more of the same right now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on first down, Hoffman. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Now let's go.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On third down, it's Swanson, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, Hoffman. Now they go screen. It's complete. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On first down, Hoffman. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a loose football. And the Raiders have recovered.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. looking to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
in trouble, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down. Hoffman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing on third and long. Hoffman. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Back there, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Set. Blue. Detroit.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.